think I would define bullying as sort of anything that is in the way of trying to make another person do something that they don't want to do. So it could be either peer pressure, it could be through the use of violence, intimidation. I think it can take various forms.
To me, bullying is just generally trying to make someone else feel little.
Power over someone else, where you think you've got the upper hand, and putting your sort of power and putting all your strength towards someone else who you think can't do anything about you. I've experienced sort of peer pressure, and where a gang of people have sort of bullied me and, you know, picked on me or called me names. I did feel it, and it wasn't nice at all, because you feel as though you're the one in the centre, you're the one who's being, you know, picked on, you know, called names, and it's absolutely not a nice feeling.
I've never been picked on constantly, but I believe that everyone's been bullied at some point.
I was bullied when I was age of 7. I was living at home, and one of my member of family abused me, physically abused me. Like, if I did anything wrong, I used to get hit or slapped. But it was nothing. I didn't do it. It was not my fault. I tried to say it was not my fault, but I kept in silence all these years. People doesn't see it, especially my mum, she never saw what was going on at home.
Sometimes I'm okay, 50-50 is like, 1 minute I'm alright, happy as bubbly, 1 minute I'm not, I'm depressed. And sometimes I cry in my sleep. That's what's happened to me.
Yeah, I've been bullied several times, but for various different ways. There was some that too painful to talk about even now, so I wouldn't talk about it, and I'm still being bullied. But then there's the one that I can think of right now is the one where basically there are a group of people who call themselves my friends, and yet systematically they would do things undermine me. Like they'd say that I was ugly, or they would say that I was a bitch, and they'd say I was I don't know, saying stuff about them in public when I wasn't.
I think there are two different causes. I mean, one can be that a bully could have been bullied themselves. That's why they inflict it on others, because they feel as though I went through it, and you know, this is how I felt, so I'm going to do it to someone else, because that's how sometimes in a way they get all their anger and their rage out, by doing it to someone else. Others, it could be because they feel threatened by someone who's not like them, who's different, who may seem stronger than themselves, so they inflict it on others. That's how they retaliate, by bullying you.
I think it's a mixture of different things really. It could be like insecurity, like they're not feeling secure in the way they are, who they are. But then in other ways, I don't think that's always the case. It could just be that, well, to be honest, they just feel they need to have power over someone else. They're being bullied, or they just have this urge to have power over someone else.
They might be going through tough times themselves. Like somebody might be bullying them, so they think it's right, so they're gonna go do it to another person.
Low self-esteem, and you think that if you show that you're more dominant than someone else, that's empowering.
Some people come out stronger, which is, I think, is a really, really good thing, because it shows that they can overcome it, and it's a good thing because they become stronger out of it. There are other people who it affects them so much that they start to inflict pain on themselves, because they start thinking, why is this happening to me?
Well, I think that first of all, people need to realise that it's okay to tell someone if your feelings are being hurt, or if you're being physically intimidated at school, because it's not the norm. I think that's the first thing. Let everyone know that bullying isn't normal.
You're always scared of the bully doing something back to you, and when you know that you're being bullied, and if you feel that if you go tell someone, they're going to hurt you even more, so you want to stay quiet without saying anything. But then soon, with the help of close friends and family, I did end up speaking up to someone, and when I did, it was all dealt with.
Yeah, if you tell someone that you can trust, like a friend or someone you know as a teacher. I didn't have anyone to talk to at the time.
But in the end, I had to talk to somebody, like a social worker. Social services got involved. And in the end, I pushed, shouting at them, no, this is the situation. My job coach got involved, advocacy got involved. And in the end, it stopped.
If it happens in school, you can talk to your teachers or your friends or your parents to, you know, help sort it out.
With me, there was a lot of people that helped me out, and with that, the bullies understood that they weren't going to be able to hurt me again. So that's why I kind of got a lot more confidence, and then I started to stand up to them and then they back.
Being bullied, I think the worst thing is suffering in silence, because you can get bullied. You stay in silence. You're not gonna tell no one. You just keep it inside, get it. It's gonna all just stuff in like one after another, and then one day it's gonna explode. And either you're gonna do something really bad, or it's just gonna get really out of control. So it's best to not stay in silence.